What's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Noman and today I'm going to give you guys a tactical preview of the upcoming game between Liverpool and Barcelona. So Barcelona will face Liverpool in the second semi-final of Champions League on May the 1st, 2019. In today's video we will look at the tactical strengths and weaknesses of both the teams in detail, and we will also see how the game could be played out. I have already explained this in many of my previous videos as well, that Barcelona like to defend with a very high defensive line. We saw this in the game against Manchester United as well, that United often tried to use Rashford's pace to make runs behind Barcelona's high defensive line. Barcelona are playing with a very high defensive line, and they fail to play the offside trap, and Rashford makes a very well-timed run. Barcelona's defense often struggles to play the offside trap, but they have a goalkeeper who is very good at reading the situation and leaving his line. Ter Stegen often anticipates the situation really well and leaves his line and covers the spaces behind Barcelona's high defensive line. Again, Barcelona are playing a very high defensive line, and they again fail to play the offside trap, but Ter Stegen reads the situation and does the work of a sweeper. But as we saw in the first example where Rashford hit the post, Ter Stegen can't always come out to make these sweeper clearances. And that's where Liverpool can catch Barcelona, as they have Salah and Mane, who are both very good at making runs behind the high defensive line. Roma are playing with a very high defensive line, and Salah makes a very well-timed run behind the high line. Here again, Roma are again trying to play the offside trap, and Salah once again makes a very well-timed run to break the trap. Liverpool fullbacks, Arnold is usually the one who gets caught out of position. Messi plays on the right wing, while Coutinho has recently been used at the left wing. But for this game, Barcelona should try to use Dembele on the left wing, and his pace can be a great asset for Barcelona to hit Liverpool on transitions. We saw this in the game against Manchester United that United often tried to build a cage around Messi in the first leg by keeping 2 to 3 players on him all the time. By building that cage, Manchester United were able to restrict Messi to only one shot at goal. We can see here that Messi receives the ball and he is immediately covered by 3 Manchester United players. And they almost always made sure that Messi doesn't get the chance to take a shot at the goal. But in the second leg, Manchester United went with a one-man marking approach to cover Messi. And Messi is someone who can be stopped with just one man. Fred was given the job of marking Messi in the second leg, and he tried his best to mark Messi and cut his passing lane. Fred was the only man covering Messi, and Messi was easily able to free himself from Fred's marking. In the second leg, Manchester United went with a one-man marking approach, and Messi took 7 shots at the goal, and he also scored 2 goals. Mourinho also mentioned in the post-match comments that Messi can't be stopped with just one-man marker. You need to build a cage around Messi, and even still, it's not enough at times. But building the cage comes at a price. When you place 2 to 3 players on just one man, it leaves the other players open. Three players are trying to cover Messi, 2v2 inside the box, and that means Sevilla now have no one to cover Sergio Roberto, who makes a free run and scores the goal. And that's why Klopp will face a very tough task to try and figure out which way he should go for. He needs to figure out whether he should go for a one-man marking approach or try and build a cage around Messi. Another issue for Liverpool could be Barcelona's wide overloads. During the build-up phase, Busquets often drops in the defensive line and makes it back 3, which allows Barcelona's fullbacks to push up. The wingers get narrow and they pull the opposition fullback in to create spaces for Barcelona's fullbacks. So as we can see here, Busquets had dropped in the defensive line and he's making a back 3 during the build-up phase, which allows the fullbacks to push up. Again, Busquets make back 3 and that allows Alba to push up and create overload. Lenglet's pass to find Alba. Here again, Busquets make back 3 and that allows Alba to push up. Coutinho pulls Lindelof out to create space for Alba. Coutinho to Suarez, and Suarez one-touch pass to Alba in the open wide space. And Barcelona now have 2v2 to attack. And Messi is trying to do the same thing on the other side. He pulls Young in to create space for Sergi's overlap. Young taken out by Messi, and Sergio Roberto finds himself in lots of space. Now there are 2 ways for Liverpool to tackle with these overloads. Firstly, they can ask both their wingers, Salah and Mane, to drop back without the ball and help their fullbacks defensively. Secondly, they could ask their wide midfielders to drop back and help the fullbacks defensively against these overloads. Personally, I would go for option number 2, and I will try to keep Salah and Mane high up the pitch to hit Barcelona on transitions. Because just like Liverpool, Barcelona also struggled to deal with quick transitions. We can see here that Sergio Roberto has pushed up and he is trying to create overload with Coutinho's help. Sergio Roberto pushed up to create the overload, and now Barcelona are in trouble as Sergi is got out of his position. 1v2 against the centre-back and Sergio Roberto is nowhere to be seen. Valencia hit the post and Barcelona nearly escaped. And this is why Salah and Mane could be very crucial for Liverpool on transitions. Many defenders like to leave their line to cover the attacker even when the attacker drops deep. Matip also likes to leave his line to cover his attacker, which at times leave the spaces open in Liverpool's defensive line. Harry Kane drops deep and Matip is trying to follow him. Matip easily taken out by Harry Kane and Eriksen's pass to Lucas Moura through that same space which was left open by Matip. Lucas Moura receives the pass from Eriksen through that same gap and takes a shot at the goal, which was blocked by Robertson. Matip can't afford to do this against Barcelona because Messi is a master at exploiting such spaces. Messi drops deep, he checks his shoulder and he can see that Luke Shaw is following him. Messi's quick change of direction and Luke Shaw is easily taken out. And Busquets is already keeping his eyes on Messi and looking for his run. Luke Shaw easily taken out, Busquets perfectly timed pass, and Messi makes the assist for Luis Suarez. And this is exactly why Matip needs to be so careful that he doesn't leave his line against Messi. Overall, it's going to be a great game of football for the neutrals. What is your prediction for this game? Comment below and let me know. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.